Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. Um, I decided to have my hair out for this video, so it's a middle part today. Um, I wanted to show the finished project. It's been a while, but I had some time to do it. I've been working on a couple things. I was mm, baking and cooking yesterday, and I'm going to bake again today. It's past midnight. So I've been doing a lot of like short videos for the blind boxes, and that's been fun. I feel like I get some to an extent, and then after a while when I feel like there's more and more of a chance of getting like the same keychain or figurine, then I see if maybe there's some that are secondhand, so I could just get the one that I want instead of constantly um, buying a blind box. And although it is fun to buy them, um, I don't want to keep buying it. And then if I get too many duplicates, of course, people sell their duplicates, but I want to see if I could make it as cost effective as I can, not like it's something that's, well, I would say it's an enjoyable hobby at this point, and it kind of reminds me of the porcelain statues that my mom has in the different cabinets in the house. So I guess this is like um what I'm doing. Um so I did get some things today. I was mainly getting groceries for the past couple of days, like here and there. And I did get some, mm, I got some things today, not many. I was mainly getting drinks. And it's something that I stock up on in the fridge because I do like having something to drink. Of course, everyone does. Um, but I tend to go through drinks quicker. I feel like I drink and I eat too, of course, but um anyway, I made this bag for my best friend. I'm still going to have to make adjustments on it, but I'm going to hand sew those areas specifically. So this is her bag. And she already knows the fabric because I'm gonna cut where there's extra thread. Um, because I didn't want it to be a fabric that she didn't want, and I had a couple ideas. So there's going to be two bags for her. One is going to be, um, well, this one, and then another one will be a house, like the quilted house type of project. So I'm excited for that. I was gathering fabric for a while to make it. It was like something more specific where I was looking for pink tartan, and then um, I wasn't really connecting, or I didn't think like she would really connect with it either, so I didn't get pink tartan, and she said that was just do whatever you want. Um, so I think there is going to be a little more of a pink theme, but I saw this fabric and I just felt like she would really enjoy something like this. The thing that I need to hand sew is that I feel like I could have made the zipper maybe a quarter inch shorter because when I was like having the fabric inside out before putting it right side out. Um, I sew like so the inside is on one side and then the outside is on the other side. So basically, I was sewing straight and I didn't have a lot of room to sew here. It was interesting because it like kind of um, scrunched in an area, but I think it's because I was replacing my bobbin and before placing it inside the area of the sewing machine, I didn't complete, I guess, the task of putting it into the case that it goes in because there's an area where the thread wraps and then it goes in a specific area where it's supposed to stay. And I feel like I didn't put it there. I didn't put it in the place, so it's like one of those mechanical technical things where the slightest thing was off, so it wasn't sewing correctly. So I feel like maybe that's what happened, either that or the zipper. But there's just a little area that I'm gonna hand sew because I do have some room here to sew. I said I didn't really have too much room here in general because you're trying to sew past this area and I'll try to give some seam allowance for that, of course. And there was a little bit of a sliver on this one. So, um, that'll be a thing that happens. But then, I'm really happy with the bag. I feel like she'll really love it. And what's fun about making things and making like pouches or bags, I've just been on the pouch and bag kick not lately, but like for a while. I feel like that's what I sew the most. Because I feel like with knitting, I sew a lot of garments and like accessories. Specifically more of like fingerless gloves or mittens, and I have knit some scarves, but I would say the mittens and the garments are the ones that I enjoy the most. And I feel like for sewing, I have done a couple of projects, but mainly bags and pouches, and then some skirts. And I'm gradually getting skirt material to do another patchwork skirt, which is so fun. And I really appreciate when I go out and then people are like, I love your outfit. And then I'm like, thanks. I sewed the stuff and including the bag too, because I use my red bag. I'm gonna make another red bag and I'll show that fabric. But hers, she loves cats. So I have cat print on one side because I just had one fat quarter. And I did a white zipper because that was the main one that went with this fabric on the outside. Because I had some blues, but not like a light blue in that way, like a soft white or soft blue. So I thought like it's fine. And then I have some of the fabric that I've been using in different projects. So it was a bed sheet and I have ways to go. At first I was thinking I would make it into a garment, but I'm I'm feeling like when the moment strikes, I might as well like use it. So that's basically that project. And I gradually get fabric and I do have a stash. So I do have another fabric that I want to make a bag out of, but I really wanted to make a heart-shaped bag for a while. And I had a fabric in mind that I picked up. So I'm gonna get that. I got two fabrics because I went to Dollar Tree. Um, but the one that I wanted to do, well, use for the bag outside is this one. So it is the plaid, and I thought that that would be more on the kitschy side. I don't know if I would say classic, but classic in a way where it just um I don't know what I was going to say. It's giving, so I feel like um it's gonna be a heart with the frills or the words aren't coming to me, but I just felt like it would be such a fun bag to have, an accessory. And for a while, I was thinking about like what type of fabric I would use for the bag, so that's why I haven't done it. But this one definitely came in mind, but I wanted to finish my friend's, at least one of her bags. And I'm still thinking about the other one and how I'm gonna put that one together. But right now it'll be like a little bit of back and forth because my mom has the other, well, there are two um irons in the house, and she took the other one that I had because the dog chewed the cord on the one that she was using. So whenever she's not using it, I could get it. And then the other fabric, I thought it was fun because I only got one. I saw another fabric that was fall themed too, but I decided to just get this one because I'm going to have to use up my fabric. And I just felt like I would get this one because the weather and the seasons are different wherever you go, especially different like areas or regions, parts of the US, and I mean, of course, in other countries too. So this is more of like it is a desert area. So the fabrics that I saw like during the fall and winter, um, and it could be like the different locations of the types of stock that the Dollar Tree has, and then if they prioritize fabrics, because some of them don't prioritize fabrics or like the crafting section, and then others like really go hard on it. So I was in the area and then um, saw that they had different types of fabric. I also saw that they had more of like the plaid ones, but I was like, well, I'm gonna pick up this one because I knew this is a project that I wanted. And so I was like, maybe I'll hold off for now because I have to think about what I'm gonna do for like other things, although I'm I'm still, well, there are a couple things, and then there's the skirt, and I'm going to do other things that involve multiple fabrics. So the last thing that I got today, I actually put like on the shelf already. Well, there's like the cube shelf area where I keep most of the crafting things. I used to have some keychains there, but I put them where the main keychains are because I had to fit like the new little decor item where it keeps some of the figurines. So I'm also going to grab that. So I got this from Daiso, and there's also one that was like a house, and then it had some little compartments and where you could put like knickknacks in, but the openings were like on the smaller side, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna fit a majority of the figurines. And with the figurines, I decided right now that I mainly wanted to like focus on the ones that I really wanted. There are a couple, not too many collections where I'm like, I would like to get majority, if not all, of the figurines. But like for keychains, it's separate, and I don't think it'll be here. But I was going to finish the Hirono keychain, road journal keychain series. Um, but I think I'm gonna try to be mindful about that one. But at the same time, I don't. I do mind getting a duplicate, but I don't mind as much as maybe another series because the duplicate I would use as like a keychain on my bag. The ones that I have, well, I only have a duplicate of one of them, but the ones that I don't have duplicates of, I have in my room and I don't use them. So it would be kind of nice, but um, again, also Pop Mart has the thing where you can shake the box and it'll give you hints on what's in the box or like what's not in the box. And for the Hachi Poo series, the Snuggle With Me, I want majority of the characters, so I feel like it's nice that this series is, well, in general, the figurines tend to be less expensive than the keychains. So this was like the first one. I was looking for the sheep, but I love the pig. I was like a pink one. It's great, and I did go for the damaged box. So I was like, um, it kind of going back and forth with the box, not like too intensely, to see like what it could be, whether it's like maybe one that's standing up or like sitting down. But I'm really happy with the one that I have, and then I did get another one the other day, but I got that one when there was a dragon festival, and that's why it was like kind of loud in the video, because I was sitting in like at the Auntie Anne's pretzel area because it had seats and I wanted to film the unboxing, and I made it landscape by accident, so now it's like a regular video. But um I do enjoy majority of them, and this is like more of a treat when I'm thinking maybe I'll just pick up the blind Hachi Poo Poo blind box, and um then I don't feel like I'm putting so much towards it, just like maybe over time. But hey, there's another Hachi Poo Poo series that like the I believe like knitted one, and I I feel like there would be maybe one or two that I would try to find. But for the other figurines, I got specific ones off of eBay just because, again, well, they were boxes that had multiple characters, and I'm sure that there's a good reason that people enjoy those characters. I just feel like they weren't for me, so I was like, I noticed that when I get those boxes specifically, I get more like maybe up in my feelings about which character I would get, whether it's like a one that I was looking for. Just because like if I just want maybe one or two out of the series, I'll try to find it secondhand. But this is the reindeer that I unboxed, and this was one of the ones that I was looking for. Um, the pig one I didn't really think about, but when I got it, I was really happy, and I was happy that the figurine is pink, of course. And these go on the bottom, and I like how it protrudes out a little bit because this one would go more back, but then this one has to stay up front a little bit because of the antlers. So I think that's okay. And I can move this one over. Sorry. And then I didn't post this. Well, it's on unlisted right now, but I was so surprised when I went to Tokyo Discount for a couple reasons. Um, so I went to Tokyo Discount and I saw that they had stuff on Kami-sama Kiss, which I mean, the store has a lot of stuff, like a lot of anime and Japanese items in general, but this one is an older series, like my childhood type of older series, so there's not as many items that are coming out. Of course, Naruto is like one, like a Dragon Ball Z, and the ones that like people know. And I'm not saying they don't know Kami-sama Kiss. It's kind of like I don't know what you call it. Um, I would say it's like a I don't want to say girlier, but it has like yokai in it, and I think it's really fun and um not too intense. I feel like it has a little bit of lightheartedness, which is nice for anime because sometimes they're really intense. So when I saw it and it was super inexpensive compared to the other stuff that I got, I ended up getting two of them. So I and there's like four in total. So when I get my nails done, I'm gonna be in that area because this one's out of my way. There's two locations, and the one that I saw this was out of the way. The location that I saw it in was out of the way, and I just was thinking if I should get the other two because those are actually the main characters. These are the supporting characters, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just love the show. So this one is the Snake Yokai, and I'm happy there's more detail than I thought. Um, and it comes with a stand, which is really nice. So these are the ones that are going at the top. And they also, like, Daiso also had, like, collectible boxes, too, where you had it more, like, in a closed off area, which I understand why people would want that. I kind of wanted it to just be, like, display and maybe we'll go with the stuff that I have. I know there's definitely a purpose for the other ones. And then I believe this is the ostrich. So, yokai. So, this was the one that I unboxed first. And another reason why I was surprised when I was at the Tokyo discount stores because I saw the other Naruto keychain series and they like restocked on the other series. I got the ones that I was trying to get, so I'm okay. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna be another adventure with it if I do. But the thing is, like, I only want maybe mainly want one character from that one. Um, so I'm kind of like thinking, should I just get it second hand? Because that might make more sense because they are pricier too. the keychains again are pricier than the figurines. So, but I am a keychain girly. It's just something that I really just fell in love with when I was younger, and even now I just love keychains. So I'm kind of thinking on if I'm going to invest in it. Again, with the Hachipupu one, Hachipupu and Hirono are like the ones that I feel like I'm collecting, and then the Why So Serious one, I would like the blind boxes. I'm just going to go for like two more of the characters, and I'm not gonna get any more blind like boxes to open that I don't know what's in there because again, well, majority of the characters I was okay with, but there was like one character that I just really was not, technically two characters that I wasn't like trying to get. In the first try, I got the one that I really was like, this is not for me. And I was still like on and off about like whether or not I'll hold on to it, but I don't think I will just because I don't think it's a character that I'll be collecting. Um, so that was a little bit of this and that. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully the keychain and figurine saga isn't too much of like, Adrian, can you talk about something else? But I am enjoying it, and I hope that you're enjoying it. And I'll see you in another video. So, um, I was gonna say something else. Maybe I'll say it in another video. Bye.